One bright morning in the kingdom of Vijayanagara, the renowned Telugu poet Tenali Raman was reciting poetry and having breakfast.
Now when the demoness saw the lotus face of Rama, she immediately Sundari.
Tenali, would you buy a new pot, please?
But wife, I am the greatest poet of Telugu. Am I not above the lowly task of buying a clay pot?
Come on down to Pradeep's Pot Emporium. We have got big pots, little pots, pots that climb on rocks. Come on down to Pradeep's Pot Emporium. May I help you, sir?
I am in need of a clay pot.
Did Sundari break another one?
Yes, in fact she... Whose voice is that?
That is Atakuri Molla. She is writing a poem, my lord, in the tongue of Telugu. Is her reading bothering you, lord?
Bothering me? No, I find it quaint that a girl of the potter's caste should pick up a pen.
Oh, ah! Counselor! Grand one! You move in great profundity. I'm only a blind
Tingary.
one.
What are you doing?
I'm composing a poem. I am inspired. I heard a woman reciting poetry. Wonderful words. Even Tenali was impressed and he...
Raman. He heard this woman poet as well?
Yes, he was astounded by her flabbergasted.
Jealous?
Huh?
I feel a plot coming on.
Who is she? A young woman, sire. She wishes to discuss a poem with you.
Huh?
A poem? Send her in! Approach, maiden.
Your Greatness, I am Atikuri Molla. I have written a poem. I would be honored by the opportunity to read it to you before the court.
What is the poem about?
It is my version of the Ramayana.
Then it shall be done. You will read this evening.
Thank you, Lord.
Lovely idea, eh, Tenali?
Oh yes, sire. Excuse me.
Impressive. A woman who writes and of the potter's caste. Furthermore, she poetizes in the language of Telugu. Now you, sir, are the reigning champion of Telugu poetry. Telugu is you, Raman. You and Telugu are like this.
Which one is me?
Very funny. But I hope you don't take your pinnacle position lightly.
I look forward to the reading.
Rajguruji! I have added some new lines to my poem. Counselor, grand one, you move in... wait a minute.
I smell a smoldering ember of envy in Raman. We will fan this flame, Tingary. If we can incite Raman's artistic envy, he will only make a fool of himself and lose the king's favor. And I will be free of competition from the infernal Raman. They say Atakuri Molla is most marvelous. Raman is finished as a poet.
Raman is finished.
She's more brilliant than Raman. Much more smart than him. He...
Smarter than Raman.
She's smarter than Raman. It's time to your words in pleasing patterns.
O King! I request permission to read my poem first.
That's an odd request, Raman. But I grant it. Proceed.
Thank you, Lord. A pottery poem. There once was a lady who was not. Her poems she mixed in a pot. She tried all she knew of the Telugu, but her epic was nothing but snot.
Oh, Tenali, you're so silly. Now, Molla.
She has left, Your Grace.
Oh, was she offended?
Your Majesty, Tenali Raman is envious of Molla. That's why he read before her. Can you keep a jester who fears the scribblings of a girl poet?
I don't know.
Well done, Tenali, but she is still a threat. They say her Molla Ramayana is beautifully written.
I'm not threatened by her.
Oh, that Raman!
Oh. Molla, here is a coin. Will you give me the bird or the dog?
I'll give you this. No. O King of Poets, whatever I may give you, I will not sell it to you.
Tenali was stunned by Attakuri's wisdom and restraint.
Oh,
He began to think of the wisdom of his mother.
Mama.
He thought of how much anguish he'd caused her in his rebellious youth. He thought of the joy, fun, and redemption he found in poetry.
I have been most rude. Words fail me now.
What is it, Lord?
Please come back to the court and read your Ramayana.
Then Tenali begged the king to allow Molla another chance to read her poem, and the king agreed.
So, she's going to read her poem after all. Must be a...
Rajguru! I have finished my poem. Count slow.
To the north of the Ganga was the great kingdom of Kosala.
This poetry is not so great.
The people of Kosala were contented.
I am not contented to
Silence! I will hear this woman's poem without interruption.
And Attakuri Molla read her Ramayana, much to the delight and amazement of all in attendance.
Yay! Yay! Yes! Yes!
Tenali, what do you have to say about Molla's Ramayana? I suspected you were envious.
I did envy her, but I will mock her no more. I am an artist. She is merely a genius.
I agree. Molla, I shall give you a stipend, a monthly gift of gold, so you can pursue your poetry and read at the court on a regular basis.
But sire, she is of the potter's caste.
I'll hear no more about it. Instead, I want more poetry. Well?
Count slow. Grand one. You move in great profundity. I'm only a blunt one, dazzled by your rotundity. Top tower, princely, you aren't into Rajguru.
This is how Tenali came to accept Attakuri Molla and agree that she was smarter than Raman.
The